Hi students, welcome to this video module. So far we have discussed several dimensions of entrepreneurship in the previous modules. So this module, this session as a whole, is somewhat different from others because there are certain myths and realities about the existence of entrepreneurs, and there is a lot of literature on myths of entrepreneur, and people described the nature of entrepreneurship and the characteristics of entrepreneur, whether they are real or unrealistic. So there are certain beliefs and then assumptions about entrepreneur. So in this session, there are a couple of video models, and we are going to discuss these the myths and realities of entrepreneur in this session. Right. As an introduction, so in this video module, we are going to understand the basics of entrepreneur in the sense who is entrepreneur and what are the main reasons for entrepreneurs to start their own ventures. So in that context, this module is meant for understanding the myths around the idea of entrepreneur, right? So to understand the myths and the realities about the entrepreneur, now let us look at so what is actually the entrepreneur, what they do entrepreneurs. We all know that, we understood, but for the sake of linking no, the concept and meaning of entrepreneur with the myths, let us recollect the entrepreneur and what they do being entrepreneurs, right? So entrepreneurs assemble and then integrate all the resources needed, the money, people, business, models, and strategy to transform the inventions or an idea into a viable business. So that is entrepreneurs' the job. So they just look at the society and identify the gap no, in the society in terms of the requirements and the needs of the society and resources which are not yet utilized and not actually taken into consideration for the for the sake of the community of the society. In that context, the entrepreneur assembles, integrate all the resources that are required, like money, people, and then other resources and technology, and then including strategy, and all these are used to transform an invention or an idea into a viable business, so that entrepreneurs are going to create wealth out of it. So if you just look at the reasons why no, the entrepreneurs they start their own ventures, right? So they become an entrepreneur because there are three primary reasons that the people become entrepreneurs and then start their own the farms or own ventures. So one important no, the reason is desire to be their own boss. So they don't want to work under somebody. They don't want to accept someone as entrepreneurs. So they want to just become their own boss. So because that is the one major the reason to become entrepreneur. So if someone is working under somebody, because your ideas and then your talent and then your competencies confined to only up to the expected level of the boss. So if you become the boss of your own, so there is no limit on your utilization of the capabilities and competencies. So you can use as per your requirement. So the second most important reason is desire to pursue their own ideas. So because when you are working under somebody and your ideas may not be required by others or your boss, right? If you are a boss of your own, whatever the ideas that you have, you can just pursue those ideas and materialize those ideas in reality in doing business. So that is the second one. The third important reason is the financial rewards, of course. So whatever the entrepreneur undertakes, no, does the business. So that is completely with the financial interest, and then it is all about creating wealth by using all the necessary resources. In that context, you can see when the entrepreneurs are working with this the motto, so the myths around the idea of entrepreneurship, like a great amount of socio-cultural myths have been built around the idea of entrepreneurship and what it takes to become an entrepreneur. So because if you see in the social system, and there are so many myths and there are so many realities also. So why they start business and why they want to become entrepreneur. So the myths are really interesting because if you see that the reality is that the most entrepreneurs the starts their own business because they want more freedom in their decisions making process. That is another important reason. So when you look at that, so that is the reality. But there are so many myths, and then interesting because especially the social cultural the myths about the entrepreneur something else, and then there are some the negative connotations, and then the perceptions about the existence of entrepreneur. Such things we'll just discuss, and then get the kind of clarity from this particular session. So with this, let me just now stop here, and looking forward to understand really what are the different types of minds, and then what are the realities. Such things we'll discuss and understand in the next video. Right? Thank you very much.